Hi guys, great to see you again. As a lot of you know, I just got done producing an online pastel painting workshop that I called Kitty and Friends, where I painted a puppy and a cat and some other critters, including a sweet little hummingbird. And I was super inspired to paint that topic, so I thought I'd do a YouTube video for you guys. If you want to check out the online pastel painting workshop, Kitty and Friends, check out the link in the description below. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the demo. See you soon. All right, I am going to start my little painting here. This is a palm warbler, and I'm going to do an underpainting first with a brayer. So I'm just going to get a nice abstract underpainting down, and that's kind of fun to do. So I've just filled my brayer here with fluid acrylic, and it's going to go onto this pastel mat in kind of an uneven pattern, which is what I want. I want that kind of abstract background that's mimicking nature, mimicking the chaos of nature. Nature's so amazing. It's got all this order and design, yet it's also got chaos and serendipity. All right, so let that dry for just a bit. A little bit. Sit into the paper just a tad. I'll wipe off my brayer. I don't need to clean it off entirely. I'm going to put a yellow layer, so I'll get a nice kind of greenish mix. That's pretty fun. So this I will let dry completely before I start with my pastel. But this is a fun sort of abstract background to play with when I get going with the pastel. All right, one of the things I like to do is give myself a little floating box to compose in. That really helps me, just kind of grounds my composition. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much draw this guy the way I see it. And it's got this little kind of round belly. Let's go ahead and place his eye. That's going to give me all right. And how far is his beak from his eye? Not very far. So this little space right there, that becomes important. What is that? I think something like that. It's pretty. His eye might be even a little bigger. This might be a little higher because he's got that little red crest. It's really sweet. I don't want to make him too fat. And then his wings. And then just shapes. Really pretty simple. Just break it down. These are little triangles. It's kind of wedges. And then his tail feathers coming down like so, and comes. That's pretty sweet. So I wanted to do this series of birds after I had finished the Kitty and Friends workshop. It was so fun, and also seeing people's submissions that they were posting on the Facebook group. We have a great Facebook group that it's really growing, and it's got right now about 1,300 members, so it's really, really fun. So people were posting their versions of Mabel and the little hummingbird. I think I've got these too big. That's okay. Here, we'll just go ahead and get these. Yeah, these aren't the right scale. So I'll just go ahead and let that dry, that little section dry. I got carried away thinking about Kitty and Friends. Yeah, so lots of people have been posting on the Facebook group, and it's super fun to see, and so it really inspired me to do some more birds. Let's see who posted some. Chris Chung posted a great version of Mabel. Mabel is an Australian Shepherd. It's just been really great to see what everybody's been doing. Just a lot different kind of subject matter for me. Okay, I think that's good. So let's get into doing some pastel in here, and I'm going to use the local color, and I've got some kind of neat stuff going on underneath, so I can go ahead and pick up some local color now. You know, I want to keep it nice and loose and kind of abstract. I don't need to have it be exact. I want it to suggest the species of bird. I don't need to get all carried away about it though. I really love the soft yellows along with the sort of the grayed feathers. This is really neat. Just a beautiful, beautiful little bird. And this background kind of works really nicely with and it's really suggestive of nature's chaos. Come in here and again, I'm not trying to do every little feather, and I'm not trying to do this as a very complete bird portrait. Sort of that kind of botanical sort of drawing. I'm not doing that. Not botanical, but okay. Get in here. Love that eye. It's pretty big. Maybe I don't have it quite big enough. It's quite a difference that I made there. So the size that I made it. Okay. So now I can kind of do some of the markings. Now I'm kind of saving the markings on the top of his head there, the crown, because I know that's gonna really say what it is, what he is. He, she. I guess it's probably a he. Maybe get in there with some even brighter yellow. And then his beak. I think that the contrast of his beak being gray is really nice. So I'm working on establishing a little bit of detail, and most of it right here around his eye and his beak. And I'm going to let the rest of it be a little bit more abstract. So I get his character, and I'm going to find out a little bit more about him without, as I said, going in and getting every little feather, every little mark. I'm gonna get some black. So I've used the blue spruce, but I think I'm actually gonna grab some black. That's still blue spruce. Let's find some black. I don't use black very often. I use the blue spruce as a substitute for the black for the most part. Here we go. And I like it better. I like the blue spruce better. It's richer. But sometimes it's a little bit of black is sort of called for. Kind of feeling that here. That's fun. All right. Underside. And I have to decide, how much of this the markings do I really want to get into. It's a little dance of how much detail. Same thing on his little feet. I think I just want a little bit. All right. I see on the top of his beak a little light hitting it. I like that. I'm going to go for that. Just a little bit. And I'm going to go for a little bit darker red right here. So yeah, I'm concentrating the detail right around his head, eyes. That's cool. And the top of his head is going to go for this orange. Because it's pretty bright. Nice. All right. Have I got his character down? Let me see. Shape of his body. a look at this. Right. Now, the thing that I'm kind of keen on doing right now is I want to add a little bit to the background. I also want to introduce an idea of some line in here. I think that would be really fun, particularly because I've got this kind of abstract background. So I think that is going to be something that's going to kind of tie this little bit more realistic or detailed approach to the background, which is more abstract. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to get my blue spruce back out. Let's see, I want to take a look at the structure of that beak a little bit before I do that. Before I move on to the line, I just want to get this. Just take a good look at it. Careful look at it. So interesting. All right. And there's some dark right here. It's kind of some of the structure of him. All right. Now for some line. And maybe it would be fun to do something. Let's see. Gonna have some white in here. Gonna have a little bit of white, like so. Just some dynamics in here. Makes it pop, right? It's kind of fun. And so what if we had some white line? And some, now let's see, his leg went up higher. I don't think I had this long enough. Boy, I'm struggling with these legs of his. That's okay. I want to get the relationship right. So I'll play with it until I get it right. So let's see. Maybe some. That's nice. Could make some suggestions back here in the background too. Play around with it a little bit. Maybe lighten up some areas. That's kind of fun. So just playing off what's there in the background. Just letting myself have some little bit bolder moves. It's fun. I can kind of suggest some of these little feather designs without getting too crazy. There's some red on here. There's some dark. You can see I'm not trying to do every little feather. It's not my thing. You know, you certainly could, you could really get into it. So let's see if I can get this. I think I had this too big. I think I want his leg to be a little bit longer than I had it. And then he's got this kind of claws. Lets him hold on to the trees. And this one comes at a different angle, and the tree trunk is further up. So I'll have to keep working on these. Not sure I have these down very well. But you know what? That's okay. I have lots more of these to do, hopefully. Right. And something like that. It's got a little thickness to it. And this one comes up. And then this is the tree. So maybe I'll come in with a little bit of idea that that's what he's. But I want it to work in with the background. I think this is a little much up here, the white. Maybe I'll try to come in with the blue that's a little closer to what I use with the, that's kind of nice. Down here. I don't think that little mark works. Yeah, I think that's kind of getting there, right? It's got some energy to it. That's really what I want, is nice energy. He's not a static little thing. He's living, breathing guy. I want that to come across. Okay, I think this is a really fun start. I'm going to do quite a few more of these. Just see what happens. Never know, it might be my new thing. Might be your new thing too. Sure, I'm seeing a lot of folks tackling these kinds of subjects. It's fun. I'm gonna come along and do something like that. I just feel like I want a little and then this gets to be kind of in shadow, and this one is a little bit more in the light. All right, and how about a little bit more suggestion of this as being some kind of particular type of tree trunk that he's sitting on. Yeah, I think that works. I really think that the abstract background is what pulls this all together pretty nicely. Let's see what else I could do here. Just having, I want this to just come from, I can't quite find the right value. Let's see. This. That's what I wanted. I wanted just a little more suggestion of these feathers that were sort of moving. That's cool. And what else we got up here? All right, last thing, and I waited to the end. Well, let's see. I lied. Not the last. I always do that. I say, "Oh, this is the last thing," and I'm not quite there yet. I want to do this. Yeah. It's a little much in here, but I think it's okay. I'll learn to simplify this stuff. All right. The thing that I was waiting for was to put the highlight in his eye, which of course, pulls everything together. A couple other things I want to do with his eye. And you may need to get a little piece of tracing paper, which is totally fine to do, and to lay it down. Yeah, actually, I want that a little bit thicker there. Okay. I just want to try to capture his character. What's super nice about the Pastelmat is that it comes with these sheets of glassine with each in the pads with each sheet. Just want to clean that up a little bit there. So what I want to do is I just want to get in there with just a little bit of detail in his eye right here. Clean it up. You could use a pastel pencil for this if that felt easier and better for you. It's certainly a legitimate way of going about this. There are really to me, there are really no rules in this, rules of thumb, but no rules. I don't think so. And so he's got like a couple little it's kind of complicated right in there. And he's got some little feathers intervening. That's kind of nice. That one isn't good. I don't want to take away the roundness of his eye too much. All right, I think that's good. And I want now, there's a little light brim right there. That's cool. And again, I don't want to get too, this is not that kind of perfect drawing of the specimen. It's a character piece. All right, so now a little highlight in his eye. It's so nice.